Hey, everybody. We're going to be going live with the county here, I think, any moment. So we'll see what happens here on this. Thanks for joining Profiling Evil. And I'm going to hopefully have this all put together so that we can watch. It might take me one more minute. I got to just fix one quick thing here. For some reason, I'm not getting the audio up. And while we wait for that to come up, I want to just say that on January 19th, 2021, Lori Vallow's defense team asked the 7th Judicial District Court to reconsider disqualifying the prosecutor, Rob Wood. In February 10th, Judge Boyce denied that motion for reconsideration. I'm going to pause just long enough to, again, figure out why the video's not coming up, because I think we should be running.
So I don't know if the clerk is there, but Madam Clerk, if you could, would you please arrange for a breakout room for me and the attorneys, please? Clerk, if you could, would you please arrange for a breakout room for
I will do that right now, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
While we're waiting for this, let me just hit on a couple of points. Again, there was the motion to reconsider disqualifying Wood that went out on February 10th. Judge Boyce denied that motion for reconsideration, confirming, frankly, what the Idaho Supreme Court has confirmed, that there is just simply no basis for such a motion. And I found the quote that the judge made quite interesting, where he stated, in fact, there is no criminal procedural rule that provides a basis to reconsider a decision of this kind. Idaho rules of criminal procedure have nothing similar to the Idaho rule of civil procedure. Now, that's kind of interesting because today's hearing surrounds a motion to compel by Vallow's attorney. And a motion to compel simply asks the court to enforce a request that's been made by the defense. This is really interesting because Vallow's attorney shares office space with Chad Daybell's attorney, and Pryor didn't seem to have these same concerns. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. And I suspect the court will act rather quickly on this as they roll things out. Some of you have asked how these motions are filed. And I don't know if you listen to Scott Reich. I listen to him. I love listening to him, and I yield to his expertise. But I'll tell you from my experience in the Attorney General's office, it's really a pretty simple procedure. First of all, a request is made to the court to issue an order to compel the discovery. The responsibility lies on the petitioner at that point, in this case, Vallow's attorney, to provide support documentation for the motion and show how the prosecution failed to provide information. So that's what's bringing us to today's hearing and these proceedings. So a couple things to watch for, and we're going to just go and listen from this point forward. But you'll want to listen for the arguments, which might include things like the state didn't provide the defense with all the information that they have, or the state only provided a little bit, leaving incomplete responses, skipped questions, or refusal to answer some questions. You might even hear the defense ask for more information, like more documents or emails, etc. And they may even ask the court for permission to conduct additional depositions or require others to complete interrogatories. These are written questions where responses are written and they come back under oath. So watch for some of these possible outcomes. The judge may order the prosecution to give more information to the defense, or they may show that the prosecution made a good faith effort to resolve all of these issues. So it's going to be interesting to see how the judge rules, and I look forward to seeing your comments in the chat box below. Thanks for tuning in. We'll go back live to this and see if we can figure out what's going on. We're having lots of problems with this, folks. I'm trying one more time here. And I'm wondering now what's happening is if it is just so many people watching this that it's bombed the system. So we're going to try this one more time and see if we can make some progress. If not, I'll encourage you to go back and watch this further. So it says the court's in a breakout session. So let me just look and see if we can take some questions here while we're waiting to see what they've got going on. And if any of you happen to know something or you're getting a link to this that is working better, please let me know. But right now I'm showing that the court is in recess. So apparently they're so how you doing? All well-laid plans go not as you hope. RN student forensic, great to see you. Miss Sophia, thank you. Are you seeing the court proceedings, or has it gone into recess? It looked like there were a couple of issues there, and I'm having a really difficult time getting it to even show anything other than in recess right now. So please weigh in on that and let me know what you're seeing. Again, I'm only seeing that they are in recess at this point, and I'm going to just put that in the background in hopes that we see something pop up while we're talking, and we'll go from there. So while we wait for that, let me see. Idaho News on Facebook says it's in recess, so thank you, Christine Nelson. It looked like we were ready to roll, and then they went into recess. So obviously they're not ready on their side either. So I hope all of that made sense with what this motion to compel is all about. It's again procedural. It's a way for the defense to complain they're not getting everything they'd like to have, and we can see that there's some opportunity for the defense to maybe get something additional from the defense, or from the prosecution. But frankly, I just don't see that the judge is going to do much there. Let's see. Well, I don't know how long the recess is going to be, folks. Don't know what to say. I think we can do a quick vote. Maybe we stop, or we just let it run in the background. We all kind of keep watching, and we'll go from there. I don't want to waste any of your time. I'd hope that the state would be ready to roll, and apparently the court needs to discuss some things. They're probably just the prosecution and the defense are probably visiting with the judge about what the complaints are and seeing if they can quickly resolve it without exposing too much information, and then the hearing will be over. So I'm going to let you all just chat in the background, and I'm going to put this up on the screen so that we can watch and wait together, and we'll see if they come back. If they don't in a few moments, maybe we'll just stop and see. Let's see. Thomas says, as soon as you push the button to go into the split screen, everything gets fuzzy and blurry. I don't know, Thomas, if that's your equipment or if anyone else is experiencing that. I'm sorry you're having that problem. And Crystal Boone, thank you so much. That's kind to say that I'm not wasting your time. Last thing I want to do is waste anyone's time. I just thoroughly enjoy jumping on with you and seeing what's going on. Again, I don't know if it's helpful or not. We could, if you'd like, I'll kind of review what we were talking about in regard to the motion to compel, what it's all about. We can maybe review it in some detail. But bottom line is, there's really not a lot to it. It sounds a lot more concerning than it is. Motion to compel is that the defense has indicated that there are pieces of evidence, names of witnesses, maybe some interviews and other kinds of things that they believe the prosecution has and has not shared with them. Now, interestingly, we haven't heard Pryor talk about this. So Means is saying he's not getting it, yet he's right next door. And frankly, this is a small town. He could easily go over and just ask. So why the theatrics here is kind of an interesting thing. But I don't know if you saw Scott's Reich's program last night. I really liked how he reminded everyone these criminal investigations are incredibly expensive. So for him to be spending time doing this is costing someone, and I assume maybe even some public defender money, a lot of money to do this. And frankly, the attorneys are probably the ones making the money. So it'll be interesting to see what happened. Somebody says they're back. Let me just see if I can figure out why I'm having so much trouble seeing this thing.
Zoom today. It's also being recorded on the Zoom software. The FDR recording, which we normally have also in the courtroom, is not working today, but we do have this recording on Zoom, and also it's being live streamed on YouTube, which creates an additional
Folks,
recording.
I'm sorry. I can hear them speaking. I think you can hear, but I'm not getting the video for some reason. I'm going to give this about 2 more minutes, and if not, I'm going to drop and just encourage you to go directly to the lawandcrime.com site, where maybe you'll be able to get this better than I'm getting. For some reason, it is causing all kinds of problems. So I'm going to try that right now one more time.
All right, so she'll waive the right of her appearance for today's hearings.
Correct, Your Honor.
Sorry, folks, I'm going
All
to
right,
put this
Mr.
link
Pryor, also with
in
Mr.
the
Daybell,
window
is he
for you.
intending
Go
to appear at
directly
these
to
hearings
there
today?
and watch it, and I'll figure out why we can't see it here. And it's more important that you're watching this than watching me. So please look in the chat box. I've posted the link to Crime and Law where you can go directly to this and watch it. Maybe we can jump on for a live after to talk about what happened. So until then, let's wrap this up and have you go over there and watch what's going on live so you don't miss anything.